Okay, Libra, I know several of you have been waiting for this. Libra, you guys are up. This is your general reading for October 2019, and a special happy birthday to Tara, who is a Libra. Again, this is a general reading, so things may apply differently for different people, and you can always schedule an individual reading with me by checking or by clicking the link to my calendar in the comments, which will be posted after the video posts. Okay, so Libras. What is going on for Libra? Sun, moon, and rising. Ooh, my eyes are burning. What in the world? Oh, Kathy, Libra rising. Awesome. Okay. This is Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for October 2019. Ooh, nice. Okay, so Libras. This indicates that at the center of whatever situation you have going on in October is still a feeling of things maybe not completely going the way you want or the way you had planned or the way you would like them to go, like kind of seeing the negative in situations. And as always, it's important to recognize when something's not going right, just enough to be able to do something about it. But sometimes there's a tendency when you're like, well, that's wrong, and that's not right, and that's not right, and that's not going right, and I didn't want it like that, I wanted it like this, to just get stuck in that negative loop of focusing on the negative things, okay? So you've come a long way with this, and there's still a little bit of a ways to go. And you've come like the majority of the way, I really feel like. You've really come far. And I like that it's on this side of it, which means like you're almost past all of this. There's just a little bit of a ways to go in not so much focusing on the negative things, okay? So there's also an indication of needing to nurture yourself physically, to take care of yourself physically, and there's forward movement, forward motion, either in your business or at work. So things moving forward, this is a good thing. And I really like this for you guys. There's the Two of Cups, which is like either for those of you who are single, possibly meeting somebody on a romantic level. For those of you who are already in an established relationship, then maybe deepening your connection with your partner on some level. And that's really beautiful. Okay, what else do we have going on here? This is good. So taking care of yourself physically is super important, and it's going to help you make that forward progress in your business or at work, which is also going to contribute to financial stability. So there's financial stability coming up, and this is a really good thing. Okay, so when it comes to focusing on the negative of things, I want you to ask yourselves this question, like, am I perceiving the situation as a negative in like either it's not going the way I wanted or it's not going the way it should go? Am I perceiving it this way because of some rule I have in my mind that either I was taught by my parents or taught by my religion or taught by society in some way? And does that rule really still need to apply? Right? Because some of these strict, rigid rules can possibly be contributing to you perceiving things as not going right or going well. Yeah, and and this may even be like, you know, with an authority figure or with a boss or with like a father figure type person or head of household type kind of person. So if things are feeling like they're not going the way they're supposed to, consider where this supposed to came from, and if that really even needs to apply anymore, or if it's some type of rule that may be outdated and can possibly be revised in some way. Wow, this is awesome. So you guys have the Emperor and the Empress right next to each other, and then right below the Two of Cups, which is this like romantic proposal. So like husband and wife, or father and mother. So some of you may have some things that you're working through with your parents or working through in your relationship, and you've come a long way in this area, and there's just a little teeny tiny bit of a ways to go. But what's going to help you go that extra mile to get this to completion is considering where your rules come from, if you need to revise them, where you can relax them, and where you maybe need to set some stronger boundaries as well. Connecting, so for those of you who have a feminine core, connecting with your feminine energy is going to contribute with this. For those of you who have a masculine core, connecting to your masculine core is going to contribute to this as well. So getting out of any particular victim mindset of like, oh, nothing is ever going my way kind of thing. Moving through that is going to be really big for October. This is part of your transformation. Very nice. Financial stability is definitely indicated. And even possibly receiving a gift of money from somewhere. So either an expected or unexpected source of money coming from a friend or a family member, or from money that you were expecting from somewhere. Wow. And again, work coming your way and work that you like. There's like a lot of this is really, really indicating like financial stability in a lot of ways. So one more thing too, when it comes to the rules that you have in your mind about how things should go, about how life should go, about how people should be, you know, about how your household should be, or about how your job should be, or your work should be. When it comes to these rules that you have in your mind, consider looking at the physical messages around you. So like physical things that show up that could be an answer to a question that you're having related to one of these rules, right? So there's things you can see, like you can get visible signs. Could be a billboard, could be a license plate, could be a sign somewhere, right? It could be an animal, it could be something that gives you some type of message that lets you know that something may actually be going better than you think it is. And it may actually let you know that, you know, maybe this rule can be revised, or this is where I need to set a stronger boundary. So be paying attention to those physical signs. Okay, I like it. Again, you guys have something. Most of the signs have been having something coming up that's related to Pluto going direct. So you can always go back to my Facebook page or my YouTube channel and watch the video on Pluto retrograde, which has been retrograde since the end of April and is going to be going direct on October 3rd. So here's this indication of transformation for you guys. I think each sign is going to probably have something related to this Pluto going direct, because it's just so big and really impacting everyone on the earth right now. So as you get work coming your way, as you start seeing physical signs of things and getting clarity on where you need to set boundaries and where you need to maybe revise rules that are just too strict and no longer necessary, as you are getting this information, you're going to really start a new beginning in your business. Some of you may be even starting a new spiritual practice related to it. And in the transformation of this is where you get emotional movement forward, emotional maturity, moving forward with your emotions and leaving the past behind. This is all of what Pluto's helping with. And these cards are kind of speaking to that same thing, that same energy. And as you move forward on an emotional level, there's going to inherently be some sense of grieving that goes on and grieving the past, grieving whatever it is that you're leaving behind and letting it go. And that's perfectly okay. I think it's normal to grieve anything that's ending, even if it needs to be ending. And so one more thing I just want to add here is there may be changes coming up in your business or your work, starting something new, shifting something new. And this is also part of your forward progress on an emotional level, helping things feel better, helping things get back into the, yes, they are actually going really well, and starting to go my way again. Okay. Let's get your romance card for Libra. Wow, you got a big jumper. Chemistry. I like it. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And you know what? These three cards really speak to that. So to have the Emperor and the Empress and the Two of Cups, there's very much a strong magnetic connection here, either in the relationship that you're currently in or in one that may be starting in October or going to the next level in October. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. This is awesome. I really like this for you guys. It's part of your emotionally moving forward transformation and letting go of what's no longer working, letting go of that feeling of like nothing's going my way, because you have to let go of the feeling that nothing's going your way in order to start receiving things going your way. And attraction and chemistry is a huge part of that. Okay, your 72 Names of God card. Uh-oh. Alright, I'm not sure. I'll just keep going. I knew two of them were going to come out. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Okay, so speaking of transformation, global transformation. I reflect upon the spiritual truth that world peace begins with peace in my own heart. With this name, I speed my own transformation and strengthen the forces of peace throughout the world. Awesome. And then Great Escape. Okay, this name brings the greatest of all freedoms, the escape from my own ego-based desires. Again, like wanting things to specifically go your way. This is another thing. Look for these physical signs around you that things may actually be going better than what you had thought. If it's not packaged the way you thought it would be, there's a tendency to default to it's not going my way, but it might actually be better. Okay, so this name brings the greatest of all freedoms, the escape from my own ego-based desires, selfish inclinations, and the me-first mentality that ultimately causes pain in my life. In their place, I gain life's true and lasting gifts, family, friendship, and fulfillment. Okay, Libra, there you have it. This is your reading for October. If you know another Libra, tag them here or share it with them. And I will see you soon.